Alright guys, welcome back to another 7 Sins of Adult Adventure video. This one's gonna be long. Normally we try doing like 100k and I have to like stop because it took too long. But this time, no, we're doing all of it into this banner right now. 250k 1,000 tickets. The main reason of course is because they've just now added Merlin in. And of course last month, or I guess 2 weeks ago prior, they've now also added Jericho. And even obviously the actual Mediodas too. So like these 3 new characters like so broken and top tier that you actually want to get them all duped out here. So we're hoping to get a few copies of them, hopefully a lot, because it is a lot of currency and we're gonna be sat here for a minute a little bit, but what we need right now, I mean, look, if we can get one more dupe on all of the characters, that'd be sick. Jericho going from 7-star to 8-star, 6-star for, or 7-star for Meliodas, and my actual Merlin, who is, where is she? I'm missing her. Shouldn't be too far down. So yeah, we get another star into her, that'd be sick. We have to get 10 copies, but you know, 250k is a lot. It's a lot. We can definitely do it. We did it with Elizabeth actually. Also get a few copies on these two right here, and then after this, I'll probably end up start saving for obviously, I guess the one Escanor, because he's gonna come out in a month's time from now, and then it'll be a month after he comes out. Then when we get him added towards the tickets, and at that point we'll start saving for that one. We'll be back in like a month's time. What we're gonna do now though is actually put the 3 times multiplier on and auto it, because we can actually now auto. I think in the background, right? Is it going still? Okay, so we just got the... Let me see if it's still going. It is. You can hear it in the background. Okay, 6. That's a huge change. I actually don't know if it's going to change or continue while doing the summons, but I guess we have to talk about the game a little bit, right? Because when we sat here for a minute, hopefully it's not as long, because normally after a big update it tends to be a little bit laggy, but yeah guys, I want to start the video by saying thank you for supporting the channel. I don't really say it too much, but it has been fun to obviously upload this game for a year. I know I'm pretty much the only person doing it, right? But obviously I really do enjoy 70 Sins, and I love seeing all the new artwork, despite us not really getting too much nowadays. I might talk a little bit about that as well, but obviously heading towards the new anniversary, we have hopefully some big things coming with just obviously I guess season 3 characters. I may say though, we kind of got Merlin, who's like final season, never mind like season 3 or season 4 of your Netflix. We're talking about like final season, which is just absolutely crazy. Can't wait to start to get those. I know there's a few people waiting for like the Archangels, and I actually submitted my own question because they were doing quite a lot of dev Q&As that they... King's nice. They're not really that great. I mean, it's nice to see them talk about it a little bit, in a sense of like them being very open about the game a little bit, and the fact they've brought up 2 collaborations, or the like, not brought up 2 collaborations like we're getting one. I don't want to mislead you lot, but they did speak about getting collaboration in the game. The first they said it, they said no, don't expect anything until like the 1st anniversary, if even then, if we're gonna get it. And I think the next one was them saying it's not happening, but like the hoping it can, which is kind of a weird thing to hear and say a little bit. I wonder if it's because the game's not a financial success, right? Because the other 7 Nights Idle game gets a lot of collabs, but that because I think the game's still a lot better. Grand Cross gets a lot of collabs. I think literally even right now, terrible legendaries by the way so far. We've only gotten King and the Escanor, but I think the Soul 11 Arise game, obviously very popular and makes a lot of money. That's getting free run before going cross. I'm upset, bro. I'm upset. I'm not expecting us to get like crazy collabs, and I don't even know how to handle it. I know people have spoke about it in the past, at least in my comments, about how the other game does it. So I think you have a lot to work around beforehand and give us a few copies. And nice, we love a barn. We do love a barn. Wrong Melly, of course, that's the OG one. We don't really care too much about him. But yeah, if we ever do get collabs, I'm not too sure what they will put into the game. Probably just the standard one from Grand Cross, where you can expect like slime and other stuff like that. I don't want to talk too much about it because it doesn't really happen. It might obviously not happen. But yeah, one of my questions that I did submit, which I hope they can answer, I don't think they've already done it in the 7 developer blogs they've done, is Fortnite's Apocalypse. We've kind of in a sense jumped towards the final season to get the Merlin, and I know we're getting Escanor soon. We're gonna get a Salt Melly, and then I guess Vanity's quite nice. I think she's now awakened, right? But yeah, we can start getting Fortnite's characters. I hope you don't have to wait till we get like all the hype characters to get Fortnite's characters. And I wonder if they're like holding out because, to be fair, many sick. I wonder if they're holding out because, well, there actually aren't that many on 7 Sins Grand Cross. They've only gotten Percival, Nastians on. They haven't even gotten Donnie, and then Lancelot, and then Pelagod. So like 5. So that's maybe the reason why they're holding out. But I mean, dropping like a random Percival just for the first one, especially like the non-powered up version, right, would be kind of cool a little bit to kind of kick it off. They might start doing it after the 1st anniversary. Like I say, I think this will be like, oh, okay. I got excited for Berserk Melee because it's Berserk Melee, but like, if you lot didn't see it, I'll probably put it on screen now. Oh, wait, hang on, we got a lane. did like a purchase, like first time purchase reward, like a mileage, which obviously we've spent a little bit of money in this game already. So I got all of it to claim for free, and he gave us like 17 Berserk Melees, which is crazy. Considering I don't need any of them, because he's already maxed Super Awakening. So I guess we'll try and mid-max our Super Awakening a little bit to try and get like high attack, which I still don't think I've maxed out just yet. But so far, 30k, not been doing too great in terms of getting characters we actually want, in a sense. I mean, I guess we got 1 melee in Valenti, but we obviously want to see Merlins and Jerichos more. Oh, okay, new Valentine's Manascula. But now I guess it's a good time to talk about it. So we talked about before about the artworks, right? So the artworks for this game have, oh, there we go, there's our first Merlin. But I've been saying that one of the best things that Adults has been doing, especially in the past, was they were getting characters that Grand Cross never got, right? So of course the big one, Berserk Meliodas, which was like raw. I was so lucky to get that character, especially considering that for some reason Netmarble Grand Cross have just been avoiding it for like so long in that game. We got Neo Bastard, we got Grey Rose. It's like I felt like, okay, we actually Let's talk about Grey Road and Berserk Melees. I hate seeing Berserk Melees because like we don't need him. Like I have like 20 over copies. It's just it's always good to see him though. I will admit. But yeah, what made that character so hype was not only because he was broken, but the animations, the character design, the artwork seen for the first time was so hyped. And he was on a really good streak actually. It felt like for a long time we were just getting original designs with the King Escanor, Gopher, Fat King, this barn, for example, which they're still doing for like the others transformed sins. So we might actually see another one for like the Yan. I think it's Yan and Merlin, because the new season. No, I don't think the new season is a different codex, so it's not Merlin. So we could still see another Merlin, which still might be Pavacube Merlin. It's not been a while, and also Diana as well. And of course, even like Lilia, for example. Lilia is like, there was no reason for them not to use the OG Lilia design from Grand Cross, but they actually went out the way to make a whole different design for it. And even considering it's a Christmas outfit, they could have even just used the Christmas outfit for the Christmas Lilia, but in Awakened form, right? So like, it felt weird in a sense that they like purposely went out the way to do new artwork. And then of course, we got the new Derriere one, which was one of the better artworks in the game. Absolutely insane. Good way to kick off like the other side of the Ten Commandments. Got us a bit excited. And then they drop two Monspeets. They dropped the Manascula, but like Valentine's, which like it made sense. It's Valentine's. Oi, our first Jericho. That artwork. See, like, even like that Jericho, I don't mind that they use that artwork, is because we never actually got to use that Jericho on Grand Cross because it was absolutely arse. So you kind of don't mind it. Where as for this game, now in like the past 2 months, or I guess past month actually, we got the Gloxinia and then we also got the Monspeed. The designs for those characters, because it is like their coin shop counterpart, it's just them in black suits. I'm not the biggest fan of it. That does feel lazy. I don't want to say it's lazy because I was talking about it in my comments. They still have to make like the small chibi version of it. And I guess in a sense, making new artwork is a lot harder than just obviously doing it for like, than just taking it over from Grand Cross. But obviously, when it's warranted, like the Manascula, it's whatever, right? But the coin shop ones, I'm not a big fan of, man. Especially because the actual Gloxinia, like I've been saying, it could have been the armored version. That would have been so hyped, so gassed. Would have made me, probably would have said, would have been one of my favorite characters in the game. And even this Monspeed, right, is... I haven't actually tested him yet, so I'm actually uploading this before we test him, because I'm so excited to actually get in somebody and spend these tickets. But the actual Monspeed is... like, his animations are sick. His kit looks really, really good, too. The ultimate is literally the ultimate that I wanted. I literally called it in my prediction video. They need to make this Monspeed in game where he has his little firehound, basically. And he has it, but it's just the design of the character isn't good. Oh, we're getting so many Berserk Melees, bro. Well, I think we might have pulled him the most so far. We don't need him. And it's kind of weird, right? Because there's a few designs, like I spoke about already, in Grand Cross, where Monspeed has some cool designs, like the actual final boss one, where it's kind of based off the Endura. They could have literally just taken that and just redesigned it. It would have been cool. Even Jericho, for example, I said it. They could have just gave her the some outfit from like, oh, 3-in-1, we got Barn 2. I do love the Barns. Another Jericho 2-in-1 now. It took, what, 2 to get like, it took like 60k to get 2? Oh, we got Merlin sick. Okay, 2 for 2 now. We love that. But yeah, the Jericho, like, there actually is the artwork already in Grand Cross that they could take from. Even like I said it before, I think in the comments, the LR Gloxinia from Grand Cross. Really cool design. Could have just done that. Because once again, they're kind of basing the idle little animations off the artwork from Grand Cross. So if they take the good artwork from Grand Cross and then make the little cheat models, it's fine. So I would have preferred that definitely over than what we were doing. Hopefully going in towards the next year, we do see some more. Oh, that's kind of funny to get those two together. But hopefully going in towards next year, we do see... well, I say next year. In 2 weeks' time, we are probably likely, hopefully, going to be getting a swimsuit character. Oh, nice, Summer Jericho. We are going to be getting like a summer character. And I've been saying there's only like really 2 we can get. I think so. It's just Easton and Diane, right? I think there are some other summer characters, but after what we've seen, I don't think they're gonna go out the way and do summer characters based of like outfits in Grand Cross that don't have like official artwork. So I'm not too sure about that. But I think getting like Diane in like the small Diane, the fighter one, as like a support or DPS with in a swimsuit. I mean, that artwork could already fire. So like that's what I mean. But like if the artwork is fire from Grand Cross, I don't mind them using it because I really do like that Diane. I think it's probably one of the better artworks from Grand Cross. But like I said, the coin shop moments just look bad. Like I really hope they stop and kind of change it up. Granted, Monspeed and Glockstinger aren't the most popular ones. Like you obviously saw they released. That's kind of crazy to give up for them after saying it. But they released with the game, so like clearly they're not as hype. And for someone like Derriere, Estarossa, and also Zeldris, the 3 commandments they cut out from the game on release because he obviously want to sell it towards us. I wonder if they're going to just do new arc for those 3 characters because they are like the hype ones. I guess I wouldn't mind too much. As long as you don't just constantly do all the terrible, especially for Zeldris and Estarossa, I really hope they do something a bit more unique. I mean, Estarossa has got a few, even like Halloween, for example. Estarossa has got a few good designs, more towards the actual assault, his assault form a little bit, so they actually might have to wait a little bit for that one. I doubt we're just going to jump towards like Halloween assault Estarossa and not get assault Estarossa first. All right, damn, we've been summoning for 12 minutes and we still have like 170k, boys. Honestly, I might run out of things to say here. Okay, no, Live is nice. But yeah, I think he spoke about 2 things in the recent dev notes, and that is towards EXP. Or Zeldris, okay, that's kind of nice. I mean, I'm kind of close to max him out. I could max him out a little, but I have quite a lot of tickets. But he said something about like giving new ways to do EXP, which I can't remember exactly what it said. But I think the next one is the banner system. So obviously the game has changed a lot since the early release of the game. They have now like 7-star character. Like, okay, so right now we summon for Monspeed. We are just going to a 6-star, but like using a 6-star character right now is, it's not enough, right? And they did say in the dev notes that they're not really planning to expand characters further in terms of like actual super awakenings. So right now the max super awakening is like 40. They did say they're not planning to expand it, and I think that's quite good because if they did that, then your Berserk Melly, for example, will go towards such high lengths that he will still be the best character in the game. But even if he's not the best character in the game, even if there's a power creep and we get like the 1 Eskimo, for example, the 1 Eskimo is going to be like, it's going to take a while for him to get up to Berserk Melly's level, that he still might not even shine too much. And then if like the new shiny character comes out, he's not better than Berserk Melly, then you're going to think, okay, you know, what we doing, right? It'll kind of kill the hype a little bit. So I'm glad they're not really planning to expand things further. That's definitely a good thing. But definitely increase the amount you get for copies, man. There's 2 ways you can do it. Is one, I guess the worst way in a sense will be to make it so you can spend more on the banner to go beyond to pity, for example. So right now the normal pity for a normal character banner does stop at 160k. We do love Escanor there, which is kind of fine, right? But what if they extend it past that? Merlin, we love to see it free now. What if they extend it towards 250? So every single banner that comes out is now 250k. However, it's the same amount of gems at 160, but you can now go towards like the next PEs, which I think is like 3 more, and you get a few extra copies. So if you really want to do like the old system and just get the character with 6-star and stop, then you can stop at 160 and be fine. Another Jericho, love to see it. But if you want to spend a little bit extra, you can go towards 250 and get maybe an extra 1 or 2 stars. That is what I think I'd love to see a little bit, because I will say, guys, this game, and it's kind of in a way a bad thing, way too free-to-play friendly. Like, I am getting, obviously Netmarble does me 150k, I think, every month, which, to be fair, by the way, I think they're very inconsistent. I don't even know it's every month. It might be every 5 weeks. I don't actually keep track, but they don't do it. I think they do it at least once a month, but that obviously does help out. But also, there we go, another one. We obviously are covering the game and making content in the game, so we are pulling for every character. Where, like, for example, the recent Monspeed right now, haven't tested him, but I don't imagine he's going to be worth summoning for. So most people could have skipped that banner anyway. So I don't think them increasing the banner system is a bad thing. But like I did say, especially in the past, before we were getting, or before I was getting, I say we because there were other content creators, another Melly nice, before I was getting like the income, like the 150k, which before, by the way, was 20,000. It was nothing, basically. I was still summoning every character and still having gems left over. Like, the game is very, very free to play, especially with then when you were the party updating the game as much. Now, obviously, with Tower Trials, you can clear through a lot of that. There's just more ways to get gems. They're now just given naturally more energy, so you're going to get typically a lot of gems from that as well. They've also increased like the gems from like login, and just you can buy more gems in shops now. So you are definitely getting more gems, I would say, in the game compared to the launch of the game. But like the banner system technically hasn't changed. So we're just getting more gems than we can hold. Of course, right now we all know that anniversary is coming up, and also because they are going to be likely dropping the Grand Summer banner. So they probably, like, everyone should be saving for that banner. And even then, that banner is only 250k to like do the pity in terms of getting the guaranteed tickets, which I don't think reset. Oh yeah, even that. Make a banner reset. Like, I wouldn't mind sometimes, depending on who it is, doing 2 rotations on the banner. Like, yeah, I think that's the most simplest way. I just clocked it, boys. Just reset the pity. Because then going back to the beginning, no, I guess that would be worse than what I said earlier. Because that means, so there's 2 ways to do it, like I say. Reset, so you go back to the bottom. But if you go back to the bottom, then the next pity count is a lot lower. Because like 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Like, it builds up, right? Where if they just increase the final pity like to like 3 more tiers beyond, like how we have on the Grand Slam banner, but obviously not at the, like how we have on Festival banners, but not with the terrible rate, then getting a few extra copies would be good too. But yeah, they could do a lot, man. I think they definitely might change things up going towards the anniversary. We can only hope, right? All right, so we are currently nearly 20 minutes in. Too many Berserk Mellies. How am I so pissed about putting Berserk Mellies? Guys, when you see how much we got, you're going to be like, wow. Especially if you're like a free-to-play into this game. Seeing how many free Berserk Mellies we got, and it's just unreal. We're now almost halfway. I think we've gotten 3 Merlins, like 4... Is it 4 or 3? I think 3 or 4 on both her and Jericho. So we are pushing it in terms of maybe getting at least 1 dupe on them, but we'll take what we can get. Next thing I want to talk about a little bit is Transcendence characters, because I think right now we're getting to the point where we can kind of start using that new Lost Fin Meliodas, which is definitely been really good. Obviously, it's hard to still test him because it's not even him. It's just the character's kit is terrible. I think so. Like, them making, the reason why he's good and we like him is because he has that 70 sinister trait, which is quite nice. But Melly was always bad. Like, he wasn't great because he's just single target. He's a lot better now, a little bit, but like he's still a little bit under leveled the way he can't shine. But when we get him towards like high dupe levels, especially with the fact that he does have like the extra potential slots, he could be a lot better. But even right now, after a month where we got him towards like 7-star, I think mine's almost 8-star. Do love a new King Escanor there. Then he's starting to do a little bit of damage. Granted, I have been testing him out in... Oh, I love the one. I have been testing him out in Nightmare stages, so he's not doing too much there, right? But stat-wise, he's really good. But it's a good showcase of how potential or the Transcendence characters are going to be. So, okay, what's coming next? Okay, so they have traits, which are meant to buff the team a little bit. So I don't know if we're going to get more sins. I think the next one... Maybe no. I would have said Monspeed, but you just got Monspeed. And this Monspeed is kind of better than the old one, so you don't really care about the old one too much now until like the energy gain. But I think just doing Escanor, like the OG Escanor, would be the best thing. And Escanor is 4-1, and it's trash, unreal. But yeah, the amount of Escanor and Esteros we've been getting is kind of crazy. But Escanor's kit is crazy. Type advantage against all characters. His AoE, which will obviously get buffed up, and even his normal skill, which I guess will get buffed up as well, would be just, yeah, even better. So like when a good character gets a good Transcendence, that's when we're in business. Maybe after 2 to 3 years we can maybe get like a Berserk Melee one, and then that'll be, imagine how broken that'll be. Another Jericho, I'd love to see it. Like I did say, it made sense that we got, you know, Lost Flame Melee first, because he was the first banner character, and just like LR's in Grand Cross, he's like the most iconic one. Give it to him first, right? And to be fair, even I think the second character we got on was it Elizabeth? It might have been Escanor on Grand Cross. So we might be following a little bit of a trend. So we actually might get like Liz, the normal like adventure run, to get buffed up a little bit. But one thing I was surprised about a little bit was they didn't drop him with this update. Because it's now been a month since we've gotten a Transcendence character. And to be fair, Transcendence characters aren't that hard to make. They don't get updated artwork. All they get is just some text change. So I actually thought they would have done it 1 month apart. So like every month we get 2 characters plus a Transcendence. But for the looks of it right now, it might be we're only going to get one every 2 months. So every single time we get a festival, so next will be for the anniversary. In 1 month's time, we get the one Escanor, and we get a character alongside of him to be the Transcendence character, which is still kind of fine. I guess it is a good thing, because the actual, I guess if you're doing a free to play, because you can't just buy packs, but if you are doing your expeditions every single day, gain your currency, then you'll be able to get melee towards, I think after 2 months. Mine's already near 7-star. I think already 7-star, I don't know. So you might be able to get him towards like 9, 10-star a little bit. And then that'll be a really good point to stop and go on towards the next character. So that seems to be the strategy. But I also wouldn't mind them going towards, or just doing it once a month. Because like right now, my Melly is at a good point to where he actually is usable. Not the best character in the game, but I don't think they're expecting free-to-players to get them maxed out in the first month or even maxed out before they release their new character. Because you're like, once Escanor comes out, even if Melly's not maxed out, I'm going towards Escanor. And even when the next character comes out after Escanor, you're going to go into that one to have a constant build-up. But you can, of course, you can always just go back, right? And I think in the future, they could even change it to where you get more currency a little bit. The Berserk Mellies, no. Okay, so we're now below 100k. I guess right now, it'll be a good time to talk about Origin. So, what is my plan for Origin and this channel and even this game? Oh, hey, another Jericho, I'd love to see it. Obviously, right now, I see my channel is a little bit of a limbo in terms of not upload as much. I'm just a little bit lazy. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of a heat wave in the UK, so it was a bit hard to actually upload because it was generally just too hot. But after playing Idle for a year now, over a year actually, because I played during the beta, it is a little bit hard to make guide content. I know a lot of people ask me to do guides for like teams and other stuff like that, which obviously we will get around to doing, but like it's not like I can do consistent uploads like how we did in the past, so it's getting a bit harder. But thankfully, we do obviously Grand Cross as well, which I can like rotate between the two, which is like I said earlier at the start of the video, the support of both Grand Cross and Idols, because they are both 76 games. I know not everyone plays both games, is been quite sick, the fact that I can play both. And obviously with Origin coming out, I think we're going to be in the same situation where for the first few weeks, months even, we're going to go crazy in Origin. That will be like the main game, and to be fair, it is the main 76 game, it's 76 Origin open world game. Gonna be crazy, but we're still gonna be covering Idols as well, doing what we can, kind of similar to what we're doing right now actually, where we just showcase the character, break the character down, and then whenever a new update or stuff comes out, it'll be pretty good too. Actually, we need to quickly go back. Are we still summoning? I think it stopped. Okay, we just start again. Or did it go towards 100? No, I don't know. This is a new change, by the way. We'll talk about that later on, or like another video. But yeah, I'm hoping that another Jericho. Okay, I'm kind of glad we're getting more Jericho in a sense, because I mean, to be fair, it's not that I need her for normal stages, because we're already clearing normal stages, and she's already doing more damage than Berserk Melly at 7-star. But I think a little bit more towards the Nightmare. I'm struggling. I think I'm stuck a little bit, so again, I can another dupe onto her, we sick. Merlin, I'm being greedy. Merlin's like, oh, she's actually insane. I've seen her numbers in comparison towards like Assault Melly, in comparison towards like Berserk Meliodas, and they are crazy, but I don't know what content they were doing it in. But I do want to get it up because I really, really do like that purple outfit Merlin. One character I wanted for such a long time in Grand Cross. And I think they fumbled a little bit with Grand Cross. Like, she wasn't great. I think so. Like, did I skip her? I think I might have skipped on Grand Cross. Nah, surely I didn't. I don't remember. But one thing I do hope they bring back for the anniversary, or just even just towards the game, right, is event bosses. If you don't remember, if you played during the start of the game, obviously when the game was a lot more active, had more budget, you could say, right, they were making boss fights like not consistently. I think they only ever did it twice. There was the Christmas one and also the like Halloween one. I think that were the only two, so literally right after launch, so going in towards August when the game released, November, and then did we get a Halloween character? I don't think we did, right? That was a missed opportunity. So I think we might get one this time, and another Christmas character too. But yeah, going in towards that anniversary, I hope they do make a new boss fight, just to hopefully put more effort towards the game, especially with the one that's going to come out. I think more people will probably likely come back to the game for that, I think. And the game's obviously in a lot better state right now, like just more free to play, more currency, especially if you're a new player. You can get so much legendaries for free. Like, I don't know how many of you are around when the beta was out, right? Or even at the start of the game a little bit. Like, these unique characters are broken. Like, who is it? Where are they? I can't see any that I'll actually like. Ren was like go-it. Atra as well. Like the uniques were actually crazy. It's because we couldn't get access, especially the beta. They only ever released one banner. Technically speaking, that was like Bon. Like another Jericho. Okay, we're getting quite a lot of Jericho. We actually might get towards a new level. Noticing quite a few Lilias now. But yeah, on the beta, there was like nowhere to summon really. Or if you're like me, I think I did one rotation on Barn and stopped. Didn't summon anyone else. So because of that, you weren't summoning. Oh, what? Yo, our first, I forgot she was even in it. Oh, for that many. That was 190k to get our first Derriere, which is crazy. I wonder which character we haven't pulled so far. She might have been like the last one. But yeah, if they do actual big events for the anniversary, that'd be pretty sick. Because I think this game will be more of the game where there's a few gachas. I don't think Grand Cross is one of them. I mean, kind of in a sense, right? But like a lot of gacha games, go to the point you have the normal fan base, but then after the anniversary or on the first anniversary, people tend to come back to the game to play it for a little bit and then dip out again. That's just natural for gacha games in general. But there are a few games I feel like they're like heavily like, okay, this has to be like this is like an anniversary game. I feel like Idols is one of them. Funny enough, I don't think that's the same for Grand Cross though. Grand Cross Anniversary was like not good in a sense if you don't play Grand Cross. They got like Diane and King as a dual character, which was not even the hypest character within like those last few months. Like Soul Leveling came out like a month later and is obviously Soul Leveling, but it was more hyper, for example, right? Okay, down towards 50k here. This has been, I'm surprised I've talked long enough for this. I thought I wouldn't have a lot to say. Increase the actual like summon pool. I think that's probably one of the next things they need to do, right? Because you're going to do 300. Why not do 1k? Why not do 10k? That would be fun, though. Because then you can go through 250k in 250 summons. And literally, hopefully, because I think the most we've gotten today is like 4-1. So, like, if you're doing comparable towards 300 when you're doing like 1k or I guess even 10k will be crazy, is the amount of like legendaries you can get like one summon would be so fun to see, which is so fun to see. Like I say, the Grand Summon banner will likely come back for anniversary. That I think apparently last time I got shafted, so they only ever done 2. The first one I did skip out on because I was once again a YouTuber. I wouldn't have that much gems back then. Obviously, like I said, they've gotten better. So I didn't summon for that banner because I always wanted to make sure I had 160k, or at least I had a couple of gems saved over so I can summon on the new character. Do love that Merlin, new melee as well. Content, at least for me, is a bit more important than trying to like mid-max my account. But yeah, when I did upload my summons, I thought I got quite lucky, which I think I still might have. I don't know. I didn't see anyone else upload this. So I don't know how lucky or unlucky we got. But everyone's saying, yeah, bro, I was getting like 5 7s and 1s and then getting crazy, like luck on the characters. Where, yeah, I don't think I even got like a 4-1 or 5-1. I think I might have got a better summon in this banner than the actual Grand Summon banner. So hopefully when the new one comes out, we have better luck, especially considering I hope they update the pool a little bit, because so far the Grand Summon banner, when it released twice, I think it was only the characters that ever released on the launch. So basically everyone up until, or starting with Lost Video, because he was like the first banner character. So going up until whenever we got the 100-day Annie, which was obviously Berserk Melee, and in the 6-month anniversary, which is obviously the Gopher, they included all those characters. It's possible they still do that for the one Escanor, so you still have like the OG, if we're being honest, shares, because it's like no more Escanor, no more Esterosa. I mean, obviously people will still want to get those duped out. But at this point, we've gotten them duped out, right? I kind of don't want to get them. I hope they kind of limited the pool a little bit towards around like the Lily release. Maybe towards like Zeldris a little bit, so his characters after that period. But I don't see him doing that. It kind of dilutes the pool a little bit, and I guess with the characters naturally being a lot better as they age, or new characters coming out, they're a lot better. They don't want to be just giving those away, right? Because if it's a smaller pool like these characters, it's gonna be crazy. So I'm excited to see the haul at the end, though. We still have some tickets too. Like I just say, they had a massive new like first purchase event, so like we've gotten a few like guaranteed tickets, which I don't know if it is good tickets. I think they might be like the OG ones. Okay, another Escanor. We've gotten quite a few of him. We actually might have awakened him. Okay, we definitely probably awakened him now, which is, yeah, good. I think I've just awakened him yesterday, actually. I got like 1 or 2 copies of him on the ticket, so I think he might be closer towards 10-star, which is, yeah, pretty sick. I think one thing I might want to say they need to add to the game, I don't know if they want to. I know like there's no other games that I played like naturally. I think the only other one I played is like Nikkei. And they have like a system where like if you max out like 10 characters to a certain level, then every character in the box is that level. It's either that or do a content where they're all maxed out. Like have a normal PvP mode. But then again, maybe that wouldn't work though. I don't know. I want to do a game mode. I think yeah, okay, we definitely awakened Escanor. But I want a new game mode where you can test out characters towards like a max potential. Another Dare is fine. Or even that, let me check their stats. Because I actually want to see a character. Because obviously right now, I can say, okay, look, this character stats look kind of decent at 6-star. But like, how did they scale later on? So I do hope they have some sort of system in the future to where you can preview stats as you awaken them a little bit. Grand Cross doesn't necessarily do that, but he kind of do with Ultimate, which is a lot better to do in game. Which, I mean, maybe they might do, right? Because I didn't think they're going to be updating the team system, which they recently did. And you can copy and paste codes. So like, I can actually make a team guide, which I think I might do very, very soon. And just say, hey, guys, look, on screen now's the code. Copy and paste it towards your game. And you can just copy the team rather than dragging it in, which is quite sick. So we've gotten quite a few lenties. I think we've definitely awakened her. Granted, I think her and also the Malascula were very close. Probably need enough in Zelda's too. Coming towards the final 15k, boys. Thank you if you've been watching the video so far all towards the end, because I know it's probably might be one of my longest idle videos at this point. Nah, my base defense have gotten pretty long. They were, I don't know, I might have made it shorter though. Definitely probably go Awakening and King. To be fair, probably got awakened on everyone at this point, right? Like, we actually might just click confirm upgrade and everyone's literally awakened. I think apart from Merlin. Merlin was so close. Or, like, I think we've only got, like, 5 of her. We need, like, 9 or 10. I think I have a few res that we can use into her. But I'm not rushing right now. With the Grand Sun banner coming out in, like, a month, we'll probably get a few copies from there. Plus, I think I have some guarantee tickets already off her. Like, the newer ones. All right, final 10k. Can we end it with a bang? Can we get any Merlins or Jerichos? Let's see. Or like any the cool characters. I'm not even too worried about the actual. I wasn't like too focused on the melee, the actual like swordsman melee. I forgot his name. Swordmaster, which a lot of people were too fair were saying, by the way, that he actually might be better than Berserk melee. If given the opportunity to get towards the same stat level, he actually might be better, which is kind of crazy. Rogue melee, unfortunately. New Dario 2. So, I wasn't focused too much on him, but I think we might have got Awakening towards him as well. Because I need to spend my Super Awakening on all these characters down here, because I haven't done it in a while. I think I might save it, though, for when we get, like, a new CC event, where, like, if you upgrade your box, you, like, get ranking, get some free awards. I'll probably just wait for that. All right, 10 more. It's been, like, 40 minutes. 40 minutes of summoning. All right, like, 5. No, 6. 8. I give an Ascalon. We take that. Can we get another Jericho? No, OG Ascalon. Alright, 4. 2, I think. Yeah, 1 more. And we end with a let. Tragic. We'll do the little 30s. Hang on. Can we get another legendary? And final 1. Damn, that took a lot of wow. We have these 2. Which, to be fair... okay, 1, 2... 3, 4. So it's like 25k. So we should have like 8. I think they haven't updated, unfortunately. I think they should update it at this point. Because who did it include? It's just Berserk melee, right? I think it's kind of nice you got these bottom characters. But at this point, they really should be updating it. Like, I think when we get... Because right now we have Legends 3, which includes Merlin and like the newer characters. Whenever we get like a new tier going into like 3 to 4 or 4 to 5, this should be like 4 back to like 1 behind, right? Or am I wrong? Yeah, this one we should be on 2. Alright, we're not done. We still have these tickets. Who do I even need here? Literally no one. So, tragic. These are one of the Berserk melee, to be fair. These ones we could do with some more Zeldris and Lilia. 2 Zeldris, 2 Berserk melees. In the past, I was just so happy. This one, kind of the bottom row a little bit. And obviously Diane and Lilia. 2 Berserk melees again. Why is he getting the most? So yeah, literally these 3 right here. Go for Lilia. She's kind of nice. This is number 2 though, so this does include the bottom characters. So see, we'll take Elizabeth. We'll take Elizabeth. This one we don't care about. It's not over Merlin, not the new one. That one we want Jericho Knight. I think it's kind of it. Yeah, we have a lot of tickets here, guaranteed. I've been holding. I've been spending quite a few though. To be fair, I've been spending quite a few, but we have been holding. Let's see. Okay, what's our box? You see, so 381. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. No double awakens on characters though. So who do you awaken here? Wow, yeah, okay. So we are very close towards Super Awaken Zodiacs. I actually can do that. I'll probably do it off screen. King is getting towards there as well. So is Yan. Love to see it. She just got awakening as well. Monsby, Fraudrin. Did we awaken Escanor? I feel like we had to awaken him, right? Or was he on 0? Did we only put 8 copies of him? There's no way awaken him plus extra. Yeah, I think we just put 8 copies of him. Okay, no matter. I feel like we put him a lot more. Barn, we put 8 off. I'm pretty sure he's like just go awakening. So he's I mean 8 in quite a lot. I think we only pulled 4 Elizabeths. No, we awakened her, right? Jericho pulled 8 and Merlin pulled 5. Okay, so that was a bit better on Jericho. Unfortunately, I can't guarantee her. And I think we can guarantee 3 Merlins. So I think I need like 2 more to then. Right? Can I guarantee Merlins? I think I'm definitely. So like. I have a really bad habit of hoarding. Like, as you can see, like, I could have guaranteed a bunch of Berserk melees when these tickets are out, but I didn't. And I ended up getting towards Max Awakening. I got 33. I have 33. I mean, yeah, we have a lot to do. So, guys, thank you for watching this very, very long video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Just me rambling about the game a little bit. And, yeah, peace.